most impressive victory today? Because there were a bunch.
Yeah, I shy away from some of the. To me, it's Arizona against LA. I don't even think it's close. I think Kyler Murray, if you add the whole thing up, is the MVP of the league right now.
Really?
I mean, they're 4-0. He's won. I mean, he went to transitivity. Like LA is not the best team in the NFC, but they're a good team, and he went there and they won by multiple scores. They scored on 7 of the 9 possessions he had. He was fantastic, and he's doing it differently. Like they're target. DeAndre Hopkins is getting 18% of their targets this year. He got 29 last year. Mm-hmm. I really think that that was most impressive. Now, here's I would say most important. A little bit of a difference. Cleveland winning in Minnesota was important. Mm-hmm. It wasn't impressive.
Sure.
I think Washington winning in Atlanta was important. I don't think it's impressive. And then I think both important and impressive was Dallas and how they handled Carolina.
What about the Giants?
Yeah, I mean, the problem with the Giants is their schedule is so hard.
Right. I just think it was fair. I was shocked that they won that game.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, they got it in overtime. The Jets also won as well. The Seahawks game, obviously made a little less impressive by the fact that Jimmy G went out with an injury, but they actually came through and finished the game despite Russell Wilson, not having like some ungodly game, which generally is what it takes. Look, I'm in agreement with you on the Cardinals. That said, it was a letdown spot for the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just beat the Bucs at home.
Yep.
They're feeling themselves. What impressed me, Kyler Murray has impressed all season. He's top 5 graded quarterback, pending review. He makes up for Cliff Kingsbury's inefficiencies all over the place. But the Rams, to me, really disappointed here. And I thought it wasn't Matt Stafford's sharpest game. Sean McVay had, I think I counted 4 really poor fourth down decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And the defense gave up a ton of points. I mean, 37 points to the Cardinals. So, yeah, I did think it was impressive, but I thought it was a little more than just Kyler Murray in this particular situation. I think another takeaway that I had from this week is that strength of schedule is a telling stat. On PFF.com, you can go see our power rankings, and they show you the strength of schedule that the team has played to date and the strength of schedule remaining. The 2 teams that had the easiest schedule to this point in the season were the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers, both of whom got beat by double digits today and rather handily. And I think that's important context going forward. We should not get too enamored with teams that are beating bad teams. And I think we're going to see a situation kind of like that this week as well. I would push back on the Kyler Murray MVP thing, though.
Okay. Who's the MVP
I think
then?
we're going to see the MVP tomorrow night, or tonight, depending on when you're watching this or listening to this, in Derek Carr.
I don't disagree that Derek Carr is playing at an MVP level. I'd maybe disagree that he'll ever get it.
Well, sure, but we're playing in he does not have the popularity contest over Kyler Murray, but don't you think, I guess I'm giving Derek Carr a little bit extra juice because he isn't the crazy athlete that Kyler Murray is.
He's also playing fantastic football. There's really, you don't have to qualify your opinion. I just think, for one, we have the history of Carr having just games where he just can't win. And last year against Atlanta, they lose 40-6. And there was the game against the Jets a couple years ago where he literally is having great stretches of play and then can't win. We might see that at some point. We don't have, and then everybody's like, oh, that's the same old Derek Carr, right? Mm-hmm. Even though his statistics, Derek Carr's statistics last year, he was one of the most impressive quarterbacks in football last year. If you look at his statistics, you're talking about 67% completion, 27 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 8.8 yards a pass attempt. 7.9, 8.8 is this year. And that was with an ADOT that was almost a full yard and a half more than the season before. Mm-hmm. So like to me, he's been impressive because he's been able to show he can play both kinds of play, and Gruden has changed that up and made it such that you could. They can like sort of morph the offense to what wins with their personnel, and Carr is good enough to play in both of those sort of situations.